It takes a couple of seconds for it to, shunt stuff through. Now you can say hello. Hello. There's a very faint Gareth. And a much louder tumble dryer that will probably one day be solved when Ben gets up to pass me a cable so that he can see what's happening. Please insert cable, because I cannot see to insert cable because the port is on the back of the computer. Is my power cable? Thank you. Is this a sensible computer? No, it's not. Right. Who are you? You're Chief Thingy. You think that you and all your minions can take the Emirate of Karelia away from me. Okay, I'm just going to sit here and call you a stoat. A stoat. Probably also want to turn the TV on. That would help. Then you can see things. Okay, so you, just this guy, you are here. Okay. Right, well that's probably enough people to take an all expenses paid trip to a random place in the tundra. Let's go. I think this means that my poor army down here, who have just got back into my newly what's-named territory, there we go, are able to be dismissed, which I have done. Let me just have a quick check. I have asked for help in managing my titles. Okay, I do now have an over-vassal limit problem instead. So, let's see if there's anyone who's got a wants control of X rather than wants the Sultan of Persia, at which point I'm going to tell them to get lost. Yeah, you can desire those things all you like. What I want to know is there anyone I can transfer you to? You want control of the Sheikhdom of Evra, do you? Right, well, let's do that thing. There you go. You
42 out of
40, yes. You might want the Sultanate of Al Jazeera. I couldn't possibly comment. You want a Sultanate. You would like a Sultanate. You are too small to count. You might want that. I know you're a mayor. Sultan of Galicia. You don't want anything in particular. You would like the High Chiefdom of Courland. Right, I think that's not a problem. Well, unless they're at war, which, they could be. Ooh, he doesn't like me very much. Fine. No problem.
Still 42 vassals.
Okay, that's just one of those weird things, isn't it? Now you're just a sheikh. I can't transfer vassals to revolts anyway. You're a sultan. Do you want anyone? Oh. No. You like that. No, you're not going to be having anyone transferred to you. I think I've just transferred you elsewhere anyway.
Oh, because of course, I think aren't transfers technically things you offer?
It takes a little while to show up anyway, but yes. Usually, of course, everyone is very keen to have them. I mean, now we're getting into people that really, really like me, but they might still want some vassals transferred, so I will check. Okay. Right, I've just transferred you away. Right, well, let's transfer you a random vassal, because that's probably going to help. Right, I don't know where that is, so you get a new vassal. I don't know where you are, so that's probably not going to be a counting vassal, is it? No. Right, you get 2 vassals. Right. Okay, Chiswick, Fresh Marshal. Okay, you're slightly less good, but you're more likely to vote in my favour, so on to the council you go. Right, designated regent. Yeah, okay, you'll do. You don't owe me a favour. I don't care about what's happening with the Emirate of Lothian. So if I unpause... Right, there we are. Let's... So, what shakedoms have I ended up with? Obviously I've still got... Its problem is it's really... I want a button that says which are my particular counties, because... Right, so this is one of mine. It's a new one. I can't upgrade that at all, but I can upgrade its hospital, so let's do that. 2R I've still got. Poitiers, Paris, Saumur, Tours. I don't know where you are. Oh yes, you're Afas, which I've had for a little bit now. And then Tulataya, which is my thing. Oh, I'm not 100% threatening, I'm only 99.7% threatening. It looks like there's still a slight bug that people do leave the defensive pact a bit after reload, but it doesn't look nearly as bad as it used to. I suspect there's some kind of stoked condition. Okay, maybe it is that bad. Well, I will give them the opportunity to rejoin, like that one did. And I almost certainly should not go to war at this point, because I'm 62, I'm wounded, depressed, lunatic, and have great pox. So there's a very real chance that, you know, if I start another war, I will die in the middle of it. And that's probably not what I wanted, because that's usually a bit annoying. Right. Well, let's buy the better sick house for Saumur. And let's do the same for Poitiers. And probably, in fact, Tours. There we are. Don't care about raiders. I would worry about these people leaving the defensive pact, but I think it's because they're a long way away from me and they don't border on my territory. I am not going to try stalking my wife. I mean, you know, I'm not sure that... Let's just check. Okay, the Seljuks probably shouldn't have left the defensive pact. I will just check that, you know... Right, okay, I probably shouldn't actually take advantage of the AI being a bit snooze. and invade the Seljuks. Do I have a truce with them still? No. Okay. Well, the good news is I'm not wounded anymore, but I do still have the great pox. You're my granddaughter. Okay, yes, well, let's choose the thing that's likely to lead to you being a future fighter. Is there anyone in particular that we want to betroth you to? Let's not make it someone several decades your senior, but let's sort it out. I could wait till they're 12, but this is the first point at which I get to interact with them, and otherwise I tend to forget. Let's see. So how are we doing thing-wise? We still have a little bit to go to recover our forces after going to war. Oh yes, we still have this stupid guy's war. I shouldn't be running things this fast. Let's turn down time a trifle. And okay, so my army is over there besieging them. Has anyone seen their army? I don't know. Doesn't appear to be in Finland. If so, there we are. You have arrived in Sima. Since we're losing people like crazy, let's just assault the fort for a bit. Okay, that is wicked fierce winters. Do I actually have anyone that has winter stoture? No, because it's a long time since I did my last campaign up here. Right. You might need to build your siege weapons faster, otherwise you're going to run out of people before... Okay, I think I'm just going to have to run the siege and go, ow. Ah, right, there's their army. Right. After 6 weeks.
Is it some random little thing that decided to invade you?
Yeah. I think they thought, I'm at war, it's a great chance to do this. I think they're about to discover the error of their ways. As I go and set fire to their capital huts and send the army, another army, after them while they I'd forgotten how restrictive the winter supply limits were when you have the wrong everything.
You spent like an entire couple of centuries failing to take that bit of Finland because it was too bloody cold.
It's yeah, but the thing is, I didn't research this because I wasn't planning on being up here.
That bit, yes, I suppose that's a bit further east.
You know, I wasn't planning on being up here also. You know, my plan, you know, this is some war that some other guy started. So, you know, it's not like I did detailed campaign maps because I wasn't planning on being here.
What's that hat? He was wearing a Santa hat.
We did get some silly hats. So, someone trying to fabricate a claim on the Sultanate of England. I don't know who that was. Oh look, 100% victory by total occupation of their thing. Right, what do I get for this? I get 20 money and 150 prestige. Well, that in no way pays for all of the dead troops that I now, like, that army is like, well, okay, you've been locked. Fine, move to the next county. Right. What can I say? This probably was not like your life, the life choice that you wanted to make. Whoever that guy was. Right. Who? Oh, right. The guy who was in charge of Arabia. And is now in charge of Yemen. Because mysteriously someone nicked thing from him. Right, let's go on, let's do the stupid option. Okay, this is not the worst stupid option. This is a stupid option that, you know, at least isn't likely to imminently kill me. Right, who are you? You should not be Chief Cardi. Let us go and find the minor titles page and go and click the magic button and go who should be. Right, it's the Emir of Normandy. Right. Right, we've built more stuff in the Paris hospital. Let's build even more stuff. Right. Let's build the pharmacology laboratory. AKA, can we all get high now, please? Either that or we've got some new ways of preparing powdered toad. Which, you know, entirely plausible. Right, you can have a translation house. And so can you. Oh no, that's Pilgrim's Inn. Never mind, let's build one of those, they're kind of useful. And in Door, you can get a translation house as well. There we go. We've built one of those there. Oh no, Stoat, you still want to look at the hospital. Let's have a library. Everyone wants a library in the hospital.
No thanks.
Right. Okay, there are still just about some troops trying to stagger their way home. Right. Oh, your Baron thingy. Prisoners. Where's Baron Bator? Right, let's ransom him. And let's send off ransom requests for everyone else that I can. Ooh, 70 gold. Nice. Right. Right, there we are. Some of you made it home. Right. Everyone is dismissed from the military. You are wearing a Santa... Okay, it's the Emir of Munster is wearing the Santa hat. And he wants... Right. This one wants a claim on the Sultanate of Ireland. So someone...
tried to get one on England.
Someone like him. I mean, he clearly he's got his ermine wound around his head. For reasons that I don't quite understand. So... Right. Like you were saying, everyone's been imprisoned. News from China. Right, where is the intrigue section so I can start sending out more requests? Oh, you want me to move the thing? Okay. Yes, that's an otter. Well done. So, what have we got? Gets drunk, commits suicide, which probably is not going to go down very well in this religion. Or I become friends. Let's get drunk. That's probably the least harmful thing. Right, well, let's send more money to convert people to my religion, and then I can go and invade them. Right, well, let's be friends with this new guy. We can make Poitiers Andalusian and Sunni, rather. Let us do that. It's a lot of money, but I have a reasonable amount of money, and I shouldn't go to war for a little bit. Right, so people here, can I get you ransomed? That's nice. Someone else doesn't have a defensive pact against them anymore. Pity it's not me.
Well, that's because you occupy quite a lot of Europe now.
Hey, some of it's just a map projection. It could be worse. Oh no. Right, let's be diplomatic too. Diplomat. Right, call my court physician. We have repaired whatever relationship problem we have there. I need to wait for something to come back to give myself some space. I'm nearly under 95% threatening. Right, thank you for saying someone else has ransomed things. Well, I've become being a jovial patriarch in the last months before my death or something. That's probably someone on my side. Right. Chiswick, fresh ransom.
I was thinking these people must. Why couldn't he send us a list of all the people he wanted to ransom?
I know.
Rather than doing them one at a time.
Right, let's. Right, where are we? Send a new ransom request. Right, so. The enemy quickly tries to advance up the hills. Well, let's try and trap them. Let's go for the traditional capture the high ground. And there we go, extra horse name. And can we get another ransom? Yes, we can. Right. No, that's not what I wanted you to do. Right, where are we? Intrigue tab. Is there anyone we can ransom? No, not currently. Oh, there's an English revolt. Well, the English are pretty revolting, yes. Right, let's build some barracks in Saumur since we finished building some bits there. Right, now we need to save up a bit before we can buy more stuff. Built a library, translation house, pilgrims inn, and another translation house. Oh, and we are down a commander of Hispania. Right, there we are, fresh commander. Let's just check if there's any other minor titles we can give. Not at the moment. We are less than 95% threatening, so, well, yes.
95 is a useful threshold. It means that you aren't in the defensive pact against yourself, since you're your own head of religion, I think.
Yes.
Is your marshal doing the wrong thing again?
I think you're right. Right. Let's go and do the check that my counsellor even vaguely... No! Get over there. Right. Stoot. You've accepted a peace order, but that's an internal matter, so long as you stay my subjects, I don't care. Let's just check where we are with factions. In the usual kind of place. Right, not a big problem. What do you want? Do you want to plot to kill this random guy? I am not going to do that. That is not what I want to be doing. Okay, well, my daughter was burned at the stake.
Right.
There may have been some insuperable religious differences at some point. Right, I am not going to burn down the trade post in the hope of manipulating things in my favour. I don't think that will work very well. Right. Soup kitchen bed. Well, right. I can pay for repairs. I can give them money and food, which is very expensive. I don't really need the piety. I think I'd rather see if I might get the kind trait, which I didn't, but you know, it was. Chiswick, fresh vizier. Right, well, let's take the one that's not quite as good but isn't terrible and is likely to vote in my favour, should I want to actually do something. Right, let's just briefly take a moment to inspect troopness, which is pretty nearly back up to. Let's inspect the defensive pact view. Yes. Everyone wants to murder everyone else.
Is that your wife in that picture?
Yeah.
What is she wearing?
I think she's wearing a badger as a hat and she's got a hawk on her shoulder.
Wow.
Well, she's a Khazar.
Right.
Um,
Outwardly Tengri, secretly
Catholic.
Catholic.
With a weak claim on the Khaganate of Tarkhan. She's a brilliant strategist, a flanker, uncouth, sympathy for Christian religions, pregnant, charitable
Well,
thing,
publicly
and
sympathetic
depressed.
problem.
Yes. Right, so, who's in the defensive pact against me?
Definitely not going to say anything about my suspicions because I don't want to get on the wrong side of her.
Well, yes. No. Okay, so... Right. Pretty much everyone, except people that are too far away from me for me to have a casus belli against them, is in the defensive pact against me. Which is kind of what I expected. I might have to wait until... Look, I'm going to trust my wife's word because she's scary. Oh, I'm dead, Dave. Right. Got a new heir. Right. Maybe he's... well, let's organise a traditional ceremony. So, what? Now, your numbering is astute here. You just said that Caliph Nazar the Third is dead, but you're saying Badshah Nazar the Fourth is with the...
He's the third caliph and the
Fourth
fourth
Badshah. It's possible.
As in, is Badshah like emperor?
Yeah.
So for a little while, your empire was not the caliphate, maybe.
It's possible.
So it had one Nazar who was an emperor but not a caliph. And now it's emperors and caliphs, but
it's now very confusing.
You could perfectly well cope with James the First and Sixth.
No, I mean the country really can't. I mean it's blatantly the case that
it's just Nazar the third and fourth.
Yes. He died of great pox, aged 65. For his wicked deeds, many screamed not to bury Nazar with the other rulers of our lands. Instead, to toss him in an unmarked grave and without the proper services, may Nazar finally pay for his sins in the afterlife. Okay, yes, I was branded as an apostate. I will kind of give you that.
You were also a secret Catholic, or possibly.
No, that was my wife.
Oh,
I was a secret Myophycite.
Okay.
I gave up being a Myophyite. One of my
wives was a
secret Catholic. Yes. So, Badshah Balash, a renowned man, dignitaries from far and wide will surely... Yeah, okay, right, stoked be it. I have fulfilled the ambition to gain a title. Right. So, who am I? What am I? What is my purpose in life? Right. Chiswick, fresh Chancellor.
Yes, you appear to be yet another interchangeable...
Caleb. I still have a weedy moustache. I had a weedy moustache age 16 and I have a weedy moustache now. Right, so I have 92,000 troops at my command.
Well, you have apparently less
stewardship.
Was name, and hence a lower domain and vassal limit than your predecessor.
Yes. It's mostly because I think I'm lacking stewardship. Anyway, right. So let's acquire some second... Well, let's first of all choose an ambition. Make a friend, become paragon of virtue, see the realm prosper, or groom an heir. Let's go for become paragon of virtue because the others will still most likely be there once I've done that. And that one, there's some nice early actions I can take that make it nice and easy to do this. Right, so I need to acquire bonus wives like you. And let's see if we can get a betrothal with you, because you're quick. And I think I'm allowed 3 secondary wives, but I've never been quite clear on this. Is there anyone else that's sort of obviously good? I'll just keep scrolling for a while. Oh, you're 43, that's no good. I mean, it would be slightly... You're 0 years old. I'm not going to betroth myself to someone who's, like, that young.
But they don't become useful for a while.
Well, they don't become useful for a very long time. You're 4. It's attractive, which isn't quite as good. I'd be prepared to wait if you were a genius or something, but you're not. So, alright, you're 12 and you're strong. You will do. Well, if people will accept. Right. Choose a character focus. So I can be even more martial, but I think I am going to boost my stewardship because that will probably help. Right, let's set my crown focus in the new thing. Let's go through and check that we have a full set of minor titles, because we will have annoyed people. Right, so right, let's just check what culture we are. I am Andalusian. This is very important. So you are Andalusian, and let's actually sort by culture. That will help, won't it? Right. Brave, arbitrary, paranoid, ambitious, arbitrary. No. You are craven, charitable, and proud. That's definitely a no. Oh my god. What about you? Right, let's go back to sorting by culture. Right. Oh bum. Let's not appoint a court tutor for a while, because I don't have anyone with the right attributes. Commanders, you say, 3 of them. Right, well, let's take you as an obvious stoat. You are an obvious stoat, and I might skip over those 13s in favour of the one that's got inspiring leader and flanker,
Yes.
and is not that much worse. Right. I've had a lot of things added to my treasury, and a lot of new buildings. Okay, the monthly balance looks a bit low, but let's just check that. Well, thank you for saying I did not inherit 1 million claims on something that I didn't know that I had.
In general,
I do
claims are not your problem.
No, it's being able to go to war with anyone.
Because you're surrounded by infidels whom you can just go, ooh, like the look of that kingdom.
But also, I can invade my. There's a casus belli for.
And as Caliph, you can invade anyone who's of the same religion as well.
Yeah. Pretty much. Right, so. Right. Where were we? The council. Council is kind of heavily stacked against me at the moment. Let's go and have a look at my vassals and. So there's the ambition. Let's just check what my council are doing. Right, that's all what I expect. Right, let's do the easy thing. Viz, let's go to Mecca, which means that my chancellors, my regent is in charge. I'm also going to yes. By picking stewardship as my focus, I'm now not got a domain limit problem. I do have a vassal limit problem. So let's go and find some slightly cheesed off vassals and do a little bit of vassal transfer. Okay, here we are. Right, let us bring one of my subjects with me as we go to Mecca. Right, there we are. 100 piety, which would be very handy should I want to go to war against people shortly.
Oh, yes, you're quite short on piety.
I usually seem to start off very short of piety. I actually have more than I've had for a little while. Right, so you rejected my boss name. Right, there you are. You're not completely hopeless. Right, defensive pact. You've left defensive pact. Right, right. To Mecca. Unpause. Hello, Regent. Oh no, technically I'm over my domain limit. Well, I don't care, it'll be fine by the time I come back from pilgrimage. New wife has arrived at my court. Alright, spend some money to make 2 hours safer. Sprogulon, you are my daughter. You need a focus. That is a good focus. So, who's my heir? Currently it's my 1-year-old half-brother who is quick, which is nice, but I'm almost certainly going to have children before then, so I don't think that's going to last terribly long. Right, more piety on the way to Mecca. Let's be nice to the old man and listen to the hadith. And I gain 1 diplomacy, which is nice. That's probably going to give me some more vassals. Let us be religiously pure. And let's try and be humble as we go around the... what's the name? And there we are. Sunstote. And I get comfort in faith. That's nice. More piety. Let's just check. Right, I'm not a secret something.
No,
No, okay. I'm not a member of the Hermetic Society.
You merely know that it exists.
I know this exists. I have a new heir. Oh, I've got a son. Right, okay.
Doesn't look like a newborn.
No, they spring out looking about like 6, and then they stay looking about 6 until they hit 16. At which point... Right, yes, Catholic uprising, fine. Who are you in Maine? Honestly, people. Right. 7,000 of you. Right. Well, let's do that. You want to arrange marriage, random courtier and random guy, that's fine. Le Mans are resisting encore l'envahisseur. Contre l'envahisseur, sorry. Right. I am now Hajjaj. With extra monthly piety and Muslim opinion. Right, there we go. Let's turn down time just a fraction. Right, yes. And there we go. Glue you together. Where are you not going to? Evra. Which way is Evra? That's one down. Okay, that one's Evra. Do I have anyone with speed boots? I don't think I do, because my one speed boot guy has died. Right. Well, let's go and say hello to you since you're heading that way. Right. Okay, my monthly balance has sorted itself out. Now that I'm actually in the right accounting period. Random courtier.
That's not a random courtier.
Well, it's a pseudo-random courtier. It's my predecessor's ex-wife, but that's fine. I'm sure she will do very well elsewhere.
Immediately goes into hiding.
Well, I don't know. Where are you going? Maine. Where is Maine? That away. Fine. You're going to Anjou. Right. Oh dear, my wife is ill. Right, let's go to Saumur. Let's go back into that view, it's more helpful. Right, need some technology. Oh, one of my wives has died. Chiswick, fresh wife, or at least there will be a fresh wife just as soon as I've finished checking what's happening with these guys. What is my martial score? 20. Okay. 100% war score. Release the otter. Dismiss you lot. You might think you want things, but I have enough diplomacy to say, ha ha ha, nah. Right, let's observe Ramadan, because that will help us boost our piety. Right, we are a tough soldier and a heavy infantry leader are our current traits. Okay, that's fine. Let's make the lights flash faster. We can hold a tournament after Ramadan. Let us read the Quran. Let us set something up for my nephew to try and make him into a diplomat. I'm not sure this is going to work. Right. And let's lose lots of money on a feast. Lose even more money on all of my wives. Right, you. We are down a wife again. I don't know. Actually, let's see if we can find the one with the most stewardship or something. Or indeed you. Right, hello, Chiswick, fresh wife. Right. Fresh wife has arrived. Alright. Let's liberate the thing. Let's hold a tournament and then I think I will stop for the night. And that's Councillor's discontent, not dangerous factions. Fine, well, Council can go on being discontent.
Aren't some of those not discontent at the moment?
Yeah, but it's probably this lot. And that's just that he's returning a favour to one of the people that doesn't like me. Let's ask my decadent relative to straighten up. good. My relative is straightening up. Heroic deeds. Right, well... It's the list of people that we've, caused to die as a result of...
That seems to be an excellent way of polishing off a few of your vassals.
Well, I'll get new vassals.
Yes.
I mean, unfortunately, it's usually the minor ones and not, like, the really annoying ones that want seats on the council.
Most of your vassals are, like, I mean, given that it's presumably everyone in your empire is invited. Because mostly it'll be the counts, because there are lots of them.
Well, it's mostly my honoured guests, so-and-so, who are presumably... Problem is, the larger my empire gets, the more people come and the longer the list gets. I can click the don't trouble me thing, but I have a feeling that might end up making me potentially callous or something. Alright, some commander of somewhere random. The Sheikh of Caliphate has become second champion, and some random guy has become everything. You use up the thing. You want to arrange a marriage between random courtier and that guy, that's fine. Right, so... Right, where are we? Right, oh look, they're suffering from a revolt up there. Unfortunately, this lot of running out of things to get to, they might be able to nibble away at some of the purple bits.
And yeah, then you've basically got Pannonia, the Byzantine Empire. Ruthenia, and
the Holy Roman Empire,
and the
papacy, nearby. The Holy Roman Empire and Byzantine Empire again.
And some random bits in
Africa. Some of which have treaties with me, and some of which I won't be able to get a casus belli on because I don't order them. A few bits around here, but of course those are going to be... I can't attack them because... I mean, those might be attackable by my vassals. Then there's the Seljuk Turks, who... Well, they're not very Turkish, really. The Seljuk Bangladeshis? No. That's the wrong side, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever's on the west side of India, I don't know.
The Bangladesh flag is great.
It's true, but irrelevant. So they're not going to likely nibble away at them. And yes, then you've got the Permian Empire as well up there. So we're getting limited opportunities for vassals to nibble. And everyone is in, big defensive pacts against me. And at the moment, all of them would band together if any one of them were attacked. And while I could take on a small defensive pact on my own, I can't take on the whole world. I mean, the Pagan Defensive Pact is going to be ripe once we get below 75% threat to me going yoink.
Yes, but
the Muslim Defensive Pact is right out.
Yes,
because
there's actually a fairly serious amount of that to the east.
There is, and a few bits around here as well that just mean that.
Oh right, yes, okay.
In total, it's a bit.
Yes, there's lots of. Okay, what's going on with Sana'a?
I might have a truce with them, or I can declare war on them. The thing is, though, they're so small that I can probably just mop them up in my next war. because the next big war I do will drive up my threat a lot. Whereas all this will do is drive it up in the short term and make it longer until my next big war. And then I want to do as much war as I can, drive my threat up to maximum, and then let it decay again. Because that one county outside, when I'm taking, 20 counties, is going to be nothing in the general overall scheme of things. But now it'll just... Because I'll just whack my threat up to 100. Excuse me, I need to click on something on my head again. Yes, and there's an Eastern Defensive Pact, but mostly I don't actually have claims against them too much. But I think that is a good point at which to save. This is a good point to zoom in and go, so how is my new thing, Great Mosque, coming along? Okay, my Great Mosque is coming along, okay. And I'm just checking that I haven't acquired any new ones while I wasn't looking.
In the process of being built?
Yeah.
Right, because I had the vague feeling they got paused on inheritance or something.
They don't anymore. Right. I think they've sort of fixed that, unless you... They will pause if you inherit and you are very, very broke.
The washing machine's finished.
Thank you, good. Right. You are... So we've got that, we know about that, we know about that, we know about that. All of those are as tricked up as they can be. Stonehenge we can't do because we're the wrong everything. So there's a big fortress held by China.
Well, not quite China, but
Chinese protectorate. Not the main menu. I'll close the main menu while I finish faffing with states. Nishapur. So there's a big statue in India. The Apostolic Palace, Hagia Sophia, and House of Wisdom. Which is still technically inside Arabia, I think. Just. Though probably not for very long. Right, let's save and quit there because it is 10:30 and it is time to go stoat. And stoat people